So in a 12-step program, you'll hear the word denial thrown around a lot. And I heard an explanation of this word. Um, it was in an acronym to try and help you remember it. And it goes like this. Didn't even know I am lying to myself. Yes, but really denial didn't even know I'm lying. So the subject of lying and lying to yourself it's a rich one. There's a lot to it. And I'm just gonna touch on it just by throwing out that subject of denial, but I'll get to it. Um, let me see my notes. The one thing I want to say about this particular reading is that, you know, we're all, strung out, overworked, underpaid, stressed out, whatever. We're all in a hamster wheel. And you don't get off the hamster wheel when it's spinning really fast. You can hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. So what I'd like to say, and this sort of cautionary, it's really important to slow down before you get off the hamster wheel. And this particular reading talks about that subject a little bit. So February 9th. There was nothing simple about my life before I came to Al-Anon. My work was highly stressful, my time was always short, and my attention was intensely focused on the addict. But I didn't realize I was under a strain. During the early days in Al-Anon, I shifted my intense focus to the program, and as my denial broke, I became aware that I was exhausted all the time. The topic at an Al-Anon meeting, keeping it simple, was just what I needed to hear, and I decided that the top priority for my unmanageable life was to recover from the effects of addiction. I had responsibilities and couldn't eliminate all the stress from my life, but I could simplify it wherever possible. And in my case, this meant letting go of some social activities, temporarily switching to a lower paying but less stressful job, and leaving some household chores undone. It wasn't a permanent change, just a way to give myself the time I needed for my emotional and spiritual health. It was such a relief, and by the time I returned to my normal schedule, I had a better grasp on keeping it simple, so I was able to handle it more serenely. Today's reminder, if I'm overwhelmed, I may be trying to do too much. Today, I will try to keep it simple. And the quote here is, the ability to simplify means to eliminate the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak. And that's by Hans Hoffman. And we can't engage in figuring out what to keep and what to get rid of if we're really stressed out. You actually have to kind of get into a calm space so that you can look at your situation with intelligence and discernment, and then make some decisions. So I hope that blesses you today.